So we've spent, I don't know, probably more like 5 hours in here today. I'm pretty sure we're in here before midday, and it's about 4:30 now. So we planted this tank out. So it's a little bit murky because of the Easy Life, which is a kind of clay-based product, and it makes it the water a bit cloudy, but looks not too bad. So here's a sorority. There's been a lot of question about sororities lately, but frankly ours is pretty peaceful, so we're not too concerned. We planted it more just to be on the safe side. You can see all the newer plants there. Some newer plants along there. They'll grow up and fill in the mid-ground. So it'll disperse any random occasional aggression. Yeah, just it seems to be a thing on the forums lately and going around the internet and YouTube and whatnot. But female sororities aren't a good thing, and some people are dispersing theirs. You know, don't know, perhaps that's probably true for some people. Some people may need to, and it's probably not ideal for beginners. But we're not that long into it ourselves, and quite frankly it's going pretty well. So as you can see, it's nothing to really concern us. They're doing pretty well. The occasional aggression, but it's short-lived, and they're usually interrupted by a plant and they forget about it. So that's a sorority. Move across to our pineapple mustard gas. Well, sorry, it's the male was mustard gas, female was pineapple mustard gas. So, I'm not sure how they're going to turn out, but to help you see some of the colour, notice to put a torch on to really bring out the colours. The turquoise layer is still a bit dull at the moment. There you go. So yeah, for some reason, turquoise is still kicking in. Yeah, it'd be nice would be a camera that focused properly on a tank, so I didn't have to look at the screen so much to see if it's focusing. Focus. Oh, there we go. So they're doing pretty well. Not too many of them left. There has been a few deformities in that, so we won't breed. Probably won't breed that line again, just because. Well, one, the mother passed away when we had a terrible outbreak of what we believe was columnaris. So she's passed away. So I'd have to breed keep the offspring to keep the line going, but. Yeah, I just think we have a feeling like with the deformities in this, we might probably not be continuing them on. Nothing call a line, I need it once, but you know what I mean. So this would be a once only thing, just to see. We wanted to see what a mustard gas cross pineapple mustard gas would look like. So in a little bit of time, we shall tell. Like the ones that have the black trimming. Come on, focus, damn you. They actually got the black trims around the tails, which is quite nice. Oh, for the love of... There you go. At least two want to play. Oh, look now, three want to play nice. That's it, show off a bit. So, moving on to the double towel. Ow, my knees. Kneeling down hurts the knees. Kneeling on concrete's not a great idea. Alright, so... No. Why? Come on. Come on. The downside of trying to focus through a tank, particularly with the light, because the light really reflects back, but I need the light on so you can see the colouring properly. Yay, focus. We've got focus. So as you can see, this is actually, ignore the endlers, there's the other things that don't look like bettas aren't, they're just endlers. Put those in again to help baby endlers or endler fry, to help encourage the bettas to betta fry to eat. Move on to frozens and solids. They get very picky sometimes, and it's hard to get them to move on from live food. But as far as we can tell, we have not seen a single betta in here that or fry that doesn't have a double tail. You wouldn't know because my camera's not focusing. Oh, yeah, they've all got double tails, which is nice. I know that double tail cross double tail spawn, you know, improves the chances of double tail, but I didn't think it was 100%. Be meaning to double check that because I was pretty sure it wasn't 100%, but every single one of these has a double tail, so it's been interesting. See if I can focus on one. You can see his little double tail. Oh, barely. Other way, mate. Other way. Don't go to the light. Just never do what you want them to do, regardless of how often you talk to them. So, it's hard to tell if you can see any of that on such a small screen, but hopefully you can see the double tails in them that I'm trying to show off. That's not doing such a great job. Oh yeah, move just as I focus. Yep, that's the way. Oh, a silhouette of blurry double tail. Oh. That's it. I'm getting the Samsung S8 soon. See if its camera's any better. This is driving me nuts. So I'm over the blurriness. Let's go to on. So they're older spawns. So that's the sire of the mustard gas spawn. Yeah, the mustard gas and the third mustard gas. So it's that mustard gas tank as it always has been. Nothing's changed with them. All still doing well. I'm going to get around to naming them Egyptian names. I haven't named them yet. But blue and yellow tends to be very much Egyptian colours, and we happen to be given that middle vase or vase, which is Egyptian themed, so it seems appropriate. So we're going to give them Egyptian god names. So here's our oldest fry. Let's turn that light on, make it a bit easier. Oh, so that's the ones left in the tank. The rest are in the in jars. So I'll show you the jarred ones in a sec. So we started calling our skittle spawn because the parents were essentially mongrels. The term sounds mean, but they're just very mixed blood Bettas, and we expected to get some very random colours, which we very much have. So yeah, this is all one spawn. They're just the ones that are getting along relatively peaceful, so we've kept them, haven't needed to jar them yet. But the rest of them are up in jars, so we'll go up and see how I can go at trying to show off the ones that are in jars. I'm not liking my chances, but I'll do my best. Oh, the blues are looking nice, and as they swim through. We got some strange, bizarre mixes as we expected, and it's going to be hard to sell this lot on, but that didn't matter so much for us because it was our trial, so we're just happy to try and see what happened. And thankfully, I think in our very first try we at least have 65 survivors, I think it is. Well, however many is in here, plus the ones that are up on the workbench in jars. So not too bad for our very first attempt. And obviously after that we've gotten better stock and much more knowledge, and been watching genetic videos non-stop, and hours and hours of genetic videos and breeding genetics and trying to find out what's recessive, what's dominant, to work out who we should cross and what we'll get when we do cross them. So now we have a bit more knowledge, we'll be less inclined to get unexpected results or mongrelized results. I didn't really want to say it again, but it's the only word I can think of right now. But still, we're proud. We know a lot of people that have had a really hard time even getting their first spawn to adulthood at all, so the fact that we got our very first spawn and that many of them to survive and to adulthood and they're now 4 months old we are quite impressed with. So I'll pause as we move up. Across from there to Hackett, who's always bloody hungry. Gotta be careful when I vacuum the gravel because he decides my arm is also food. Don't you, mister? So, if you've missed it, yeah, we named him Hackett because he does the breaststroke and as well as the backstroke. So, we named him Hackett. So, alright, so moving on to our jars. Let's put a little extra light on. Alright, so this is all that's the rest of the spawn that had been jarred that I was just saying. This is going to be so hard to get video of. Stupid video. Oh, maybe. Hello. Oh, there's it. So having to go from the top's not going to get the best view. Just to use a bit of imagination. I'm gonna put the light down there. Yeah. Why is this going to be so complicated? Right. A bit of fabulous finish going on there. Unfortunately, it's a little too fabulous. I think he'll end up quite uneven, his finish, but still beautiful. Random mustard gas that threw in the spawn. Come on. Dab it. Light, let there be light. A nice lavender pink one. I'll tell you, if anyone has found a way to or a camera that works and doesn't throw around the autofocus every time you move, particularly with the water and tanks, obviously the combination just throws reflections everywhere, and it's very frustrating to try to get any footage. So here we go, come on. Another mustard gas it through. Oh look, there we go, a bit clearer. Oh yeah, get the angle. So another random mustard gas. Can't even look like another pink purple, just a bit darker. And I think another pinky purple, or a bluey pink maybe. What's with all the light? So many different random things, eh? Like, what do we have there? Kind of Cambodian with a bit of turquoise, with red fins, with pineappling. It's so weird to think all of these came from one spawn. It's similar to others we've seen. Another nice purpley pink one. Another turquoise red. Got a purple pink again. Whoop, whoop, where's the light at? Turquoise red by the looks of that. It's just so you can see how many random types we got from just that one spawn. So this is what I've spoken about before, was Drake and Fiona's spawn. And kind of a cellophane with a bit of turquoise. Or at least some sort of iridescence on her. Oh, that's the koi we just spawned. It's a female koi. She's in quarantine for a week after having successfully bred. I'll show you the father in a minute. So, let's speed through it. We've spent a lot of time on this fry. Just wanted everyone to be able to see how random this first trial spawn was. Like I said, it wouldn't normally be that random, except for, you know, I suppose in marbles, but because marbles can kind of throw anything, but yeah, these were bred from someone who bred from Pet Barn, and he kind of bred them. And from what we could tell, he just bred a lot of random breeding, so just put anything together and bred and then bred again. And so I think that's why they ended up with so many unusual recessive genes, which has made for an interesting spawn. Made it very colourful. So there's those, the rest of them down there. See how big the fish room has gotten. And through the middle is our jars, our spawn tanks. So in our spawn tanks, yep, more light and reflection. So I'm going to try the pair of Dumbos, just marrying them at the moment, getting them used to each other. That was our koi and gold female, kind of opaque gold. An odd combination, but we actually just really wanted to see what would happen, so that's why we did that. Our marble, turquoise marble dragon and turquoise dragon, except he had black fins, she had red, so I expect a bit of red wash now that I've done that, but that's okay because I'm pretty sure I've seen his sisters, because we just got some more from his lineage, and one of his sisters has red anyway, so I think there is already red in that line, so that mightn't be such a bad thing. As you can see how many there is, it's quite a lot, as there is with the koi and gold chick. There's a heck of a lot in there. And damn those double sponges, I need to glue them on. I swear they're the most annoying things in the world, but I like them, they work well. I'm just going to glue the suction caps onto the actual sponge filter itself, because suction caps suck, but they actually fall off the filter. So if you ever buy those, glue them onto the sponge filter before you use them. It's quite frustrating. So here's our turquoise marble guy again. Turquoise marble dragon with a female fancy dragon. I assume she's marble as well by the looks of her. So marble dragon, we'll see what happens. Should be interesting. And we'll just quickly, we've covered the kois, because I don't want to annoy him, because he has eaten one lot of eggs before, so we don't want him to eat them again, so we kind of give him some privacy. So he's the one that's bred with the yellow koi chick, so it'd be nice if he's got yellow in his genes somewhere. So he threw some yellow offspring, because red's going to be dominant over the yellow. But if we were lucky and got some yellow in the spawn, I'd be really happy. That's if he doesn't eat them, or if they're infertile or something, but not to play a pessimist, so we'll see. I'll let you know how that goes. But, he's doing pretty well. There's not too many eggs on the ground. He's got most of them up in the nest. Ooh, that's not focused. That's if he doesn't get aggressive and start eating them because I'm too close, so I'll get out of here. That's it. Nice. There we go. Let's get out. Alright. See you, Lelouch. Please don't eat the eggs. I really want to see what you and her spawn look like. So, it's our 5 spawn tanks. And last but not least, over to our males. Obviously, the Dumbo is down there. So there's the other Dumbo. This is the same, we've shown it before, nothing particularly new, just because it's part of the fish room tour again, so here they are. The turquoise marble dragon is there. The white red dragon, there he is. I'm like, where the heck are you? Is there. And dunk. Oh, he's so pretty. Shame that he's got the dragon scales over his eyes, which is a common ailment in dragon bettas. They tend to get that. It's the dragon scaling covering their eyes, and some can go completely blind. He seems to be able to see still, so hopefully he doesn't fully cover his eyes. So there's Dexter, formerly known as Shade, because he's a psychopath and keeps beating up his female partners too much, like extremely psychopathically aggressive. We named him Dexter. There's Dexter. We want to try him again. He is so beautiful. Beautiful Milano. Super black lace Milano. Who actually looks like he's got a bit of black eyes now, because he's got a bit of turquoise in his caudal fin. see if I can show it. Oh, here we go. Dexter, you're doing something right for a change. Are you feeling sick? You must be. You're normally a painful fish, but he's so beautiful. There's the double tail male with the double tail spawn. He is quite damaged in spawning, so if you watched the previous video, you'll know that I've had to medicinally trim his fins because they're quite damaged and let them grow back. So you can see the transparent fins is actually all the finnage that has grown back, so he's doing a lot better and should be healthy again and full finnage again in a couple of months. Other koi, galaxy koi, and then the last spot is the koi that's attending to his eggs. So everything as it stands now, full fish room to after we've cleaned everything. Spent 5 hours in here cleaning and organising, and that's it. Everything spick and span for about 6 hours, and then it'll probably look like a pigsty again, but it's done. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.